art classes for kids. And today I am joined by Nixon. Nixon, how old are you?
I'm 10.
Nixon just turned 10, and she is one of my awesome students. She does a lot of traveling, so when she is in town, we try to do art together. And today we're going to make a relief sculpture inspired by a contemporary artist named Antony Gormley. And his art is figurative. That means it has figures. It has life-size figures, and they're sculptures, and they're made out of different wire sticks, which I will show you a few images of. But our project today isn't going to be freestanding and isn't going to be life-size. It's going to be about this big and a little similar to this. So we are going to make a figure out of sticks, and we might add a little embellishment to the background. And before we get started, we're going to tell you what supplies you're going to need.
What you're going to need is scissors, pencils, tacky glue, and a magazine book.
Also, you're going to need something to make those stick lines with. Nixon's going to use some black straws, and I'm going to use some of these, what they're called as wooden sandwich sticks. And you put them inside a thick sandwich to stick it together. Anyway, you can also use toothpicks if you have some toothpicks, because they'll do the same thing, but these are flat, so they just glue a little easier. So the last thing we're going to need, and most importantly, is something to build it onto. So you can either use Foamcore board, which comes in white or black, or if you don't have foam board around, you could always use some cardboard. Just make sure that you use a color of sticks that will show up on it. So we're gonna get started, and would you like the white?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's gonna show up some black straws pretty good, and this is a light color, it'll show up good on a dark background. So now we are gonna go through this magazine and pick some pictures. Let's see, you kind of like this picture, right? Okay, so Nixon likes the image of this girl standing, and she's just standing with her arms to the side.
Nice.
And then I like this girl that's a little bit lively. She's got her elbows out, her hands on her head, and kicking back her leg.
Awesome.
So how are we going to get the shape of a figure on this? Well, we're doing it with the help of a magazine picture. We're gonna take the magazine picture, turn it upside down, use our pencil, and if we can figure out where that girl is on the other side, we're gonna just scribble graphite, which is the lead inside of the pencil, a whole bunch until I kind of use my pencil sideways, and we're really gonna scribble a lot. Scribble! So now we're gonna turn our magazine picture over so that we can see the image, and then put it right in the middle where you think it's going to show up. Then you're going to hold it in place, and you're going to outline the shape of the girl. Nice and steady. You got to push pretty hard. And then before you take it away, hold it down on one side, and then look and look. You can see mine because it kind of left an impression inside of the foam board. So now I can remove that. And then the rest of it's actually pretty easy, and you get to kind of do it the way you want. So with these, I can take a pair of scissors, and I can take some tacky glue, and I can either break a whole bunch of these and make a little pile of them, and I can use some short and some long, or I can actually cut them, but sometimes they kind of fly across the room if I'm not careful. But if I need really small ones, and those with the straw, you can cut those too. You could actually do this. You could actually take because straws are really thin, right?
Well, I'm
and plastic. You could go like this, and you could cut a whole bunch of short pieces. Well, they're fun. Watch this. Watch this. It's gonna be so fun. Watch. And they got all these straws, okay? So you can have different sizes. You can cut a bunch of time. Now you've got a pile of straws, right? And you can make more. So what you could do is you can either outline your figure and then cross into it, or you can just put them anywhere you want, but you want to keep them in figure. So let's get started. All you need is a little bit of this tacky glue. The reason I use tacky glue is because it's stickier and it dries quicker.
Oh,
So and it also dries clear. So don't worry if it shows up at first, because later it won't show up at all.
Gormley's most famous work of art is called Angel of the North. It's a public sculpture in Gateshead, England.
Nixon's family, which is 2 girls and 1 boy, and mom and dad, they have a really amazing YouTube channel, and it's called Try In Something New, with the capital N for N, okay? So they have this really amazing YouTube channel, which you've got to go check out, and they travel all over the world. So, and there's always adventures on your videos, right?
Yeah.
And they're always very beautiful, like your art, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you've been to England on your adventures, but that's where Antony Gormley's from.
Okay, so I have mine all outlined. Now all I have to do is crisscross a whole bunch of my sandwich picks and get them to fill in the inside of the body.
He was born in 1950 and is known in England as Sir Antony Mark David Gormley. This British sculptor and draftsman is best known for his works with human forms which are created from casts of his own body.
Now that I've got my figure completely covered and crisscrossed where you can see it, I think I'm gonna add a bunch of lines sticking out of it like a starburst or like a glow. So first I'm gonna lay them out and see if I like how it's gonna look. Like this. And after that, if I like it, I'm gonna start gluing it.
Here are some examples of his works that are similar to the one we're creating, but of course his are in 3D.
Ta-da! I hope you enjoyed making this art project with us and that you made one of your own. And if you did and you love how it turned out, please snap a photo and post it and tag it with Art Classes for Kids. We'd love to see it. And also, what should they do?
They should like, subscribe, and click the notification button so you don't miss any of those cool art videos.
Yeah, and keep making
Cool art.